Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you will receive alerts when there are new episodes. Go get it.
This what I tell 'em. I've been grinding for so long, I wake up and chase my goals. I go out and I go get it. How to code, that's all I know. I don't succeed, then I don't breathe. Success, what does it mean? If I conquer all my goals, then I'm living out my dream. Dig deep, go out and get it. Success Chronicles. Compete until it's finished. Success Chronicles. Go take care of your business. Success Chronicles. It's deeper than just winning. Success Chronicles.
Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Chip Baker coming to you with a topic session. Today, really excited about this one. Have three great ladies that's doing some, really, really neat things. I've been blessed to interview them individually. And I thought, how cool would it be to bring all the fire together and just have a good time talking and hanging out. And so first, I want to introduce them. I have Tami Matheny, Vera Jo Bustos, and Betsy Butterick. And, just a little bit about them, but I'm going to give them an opportunity to tell about themselves. Really neat experiences in sports is what they've all had. And they're using, the things that they've learned and grown through to help them help others. And what they do, I think, is so amazing. And so I wanted to, just get them on and show some love and appreciation to them, but then also let you guys check out the amazingness. Is that a word? Awesomeness. All of those big words like that to let you guys check out all of the things that they do. So Tami, if you would go first, what I'll let you do is just, each of you go and, talk about who you are and your background and what you're doing currently. And we'll start with you, Tami, if that's okay.
Sure. I'm in Spartanburg, South Carolina as a mental game coach and author. Started off playing basketball and tennis in college, and that eventually led to me being men and women's tennis coach at USC Upstate, which then kind of led me into what I do now.
Good deal. Vera Jo?
Yeah, so I am currently in Boise, Idaho. Prior to that, I played college ball at Adams State University, professional basketball in Greece. Then I started my coaching career 2 years at Western State, Colorado. It's a Division II in Colorado, 5 years at the University of New Mexico. And just recently, very similar to Tami, I am also a mentality trainer, mental game coach, and also an author as well. So just working with athletes, coaches, business professionals on their mentality.
Sweet. Betsy, how about you?
I am in San Diego, California. And similar to Tami and Vera Jo, I was an athlete growing up. I played basketball through college and then began coaching basketball. Was in the game for 10 years, started at Stanford University, was in the WNBA with the Seattle Storm, at the University of Washington, and then Division III Occidental College, Division II UC San Diego. And stepped off the court in 2015 to do what I do now, which is work as a coach for coaches of all sports and a communication specialist, working specifically with athletic departments and teams on how they can improve their communication for a better student-athlete experience and a greater opportunity for success.
Man, awesome. So as you see, audience, like I said, amazing, all those A words, amazing backgrounds, great things that they've been blessed to achieve in their life. And so the next thing I'd like for you ladies to share is, how has what you learned from your experience allowed you to help others? And we'll go in the same order if you don't mind. Tami, you can go first.
I would think the number one thing is that confidence is yours and yours alone. Growing up, if you saw me on the outside, you probably would have thought I was a very confident person, but I was on that roller coaster of only as confident as my last shot that I made or the good grade I got in school. And once I missed a shot, then I came down on that roller coaster, or even feedback from coaches or teachers. And so I think learning that I'm in control of my confidence and no one can take it away without me giving that to them. And that I've been on a personal journey, and that helped lead me into what I do now as well.
It's good stuff. Vera Jo, how about yourself?
Yeah, so a lot of my experiences actually came when I was an athlete. I knew, and I tell everybody, if you look at me, there's not much to me physically. I was blessed athletically, yes, but I was not the fastest, the tallest, the strongest, none of those things.
Yeah.
And as I started to get higher and higher, most importantly in the professional ranks, I was the shortest, the smallest, the skinniest, all of it. And so I knew if I was going to make it, I had to have a different kind of edge. And that edge I knew was my mindset, my mental toughness. Confidence is a lot of it too, like Tami said. And so I use those experiences to build up an edge, to give myself something different over the opponents. If they were going to have me physically, then I was going to have an edge over them mentally.
That's good. And you have a saying that you say too, if you don't mind sharing that, what got you there, but what kept you there?
Yeah. So my shot is what got me there. My skill is what got me there, but it's my mindset that kept me there. So there's, professional sports are very cutthroat. And my time there, I think there was 6 or 7 Americans that were cut within the first 2 months. And it was my mindset to keep me going that allowed me to stay throughout the entire season in that top league of Greece.
It's good stuff. And mindset is so critical.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, Betsy, how about you?
Yeah, to build off of both confidence and looking for that edge, that's really where communication fits for me. As an athlete, thinking about the variety of coaches that I had and which ones were more or less effective and why, and then being a coach, the challenge is always, how do we teach and transfer in as short a space as possible? How do we take what we know and through language, through this tool that we have, allow an individual to absorb that knowledge in a way that they understand and can apply so that they feel like that skill is now theirs. We can't play for them. So the best tool we will ever have as coaches is language, is our communication. And becoming more intentional about our communication allows us to increase the quality of the student-athlete experience. And we know that improving communication improves every facet of our lives, and yet we tend to only be intentional about our communication when we're in a situation where we have something important to say. So anybody spending a little more time becoming an intentional communicator will immediately start to reap the benefits. So for me, playing off of what Vera Jo said, that's the edge that I seek to help people grow and develop is, how can I be really clear in my communication, effective with my communication, so as to work towards the results that we're looking for as a team.
Yeah, mindset and communication. I think those are two things that, if you can have the proper mindset at everything that you're doing, if you can clearly communicate the expectations, wants, all of those things, I think that puts you on a really good path to achieving some great things. Yeah. All right. So let's look at some tips to help others be aware and know that they can make a positive difference. Because, again, like I said, you ladies have been blessed to really just, do some things, and then your hard work that you put into it, achieve some things. But, how can others, be aware while they're growing through those things to help them know that, they too are capable of making a positive difference? And we'll go in the same order. Tami.
Several things that I have. And first of all is a favorite saying of mine: what you focus on grows. And so if we just check in with our focus, am I focusing on what I can do or what I can't? Am I focusing on everything going against me or everything going, my way? And we've all seen that. You focus on how bad a ref is, and then you're focused on how bad every call becomes. Second of all, that ties into that is This Is Good. And, I've just released, hopefully soon we'll release a new book called This Is Good, but it's based on, can you find the good in what's happening? And it's just a choice that we get to make. And I think that's important during this time. Sports have been temporarily taken away from people, but can you find the good in that and stay focused on that? The last thing I want to add is, like I mentioned in my last last question, is that confidence is yours. And we need to work on confidence daily, just like our physical skills. And if we become intentional of what we're saying, doing, and thinking, then we can start to have a strong baseline of confidence.
Hey, Tami, I got to give you some sound effects on that one. Boom. hey, I was trying to wait till you finish, man. You hit me with that. This is good. Like, hey, man, this is good. Boom.
Thank you, Chip.
Yeah.
Betsy and Tami are just superstars. Everything they say, it's like boom. I'm with you, Chip.
Hey, Vera Jo, you can get some boom too now.
I was going to say, Vera Jo, you're right.
Join that boom club.
Yeah, there it is.
Boom club, I like that.
Well, all right, Vera Jo, how about yourself?
Yeah, so I mean, I agree with everything Tammy says, and a little bit of that too is finding the advantage in every disadvantage. So even now in this pandemic, I mean, there's a lot of disadvantages that we're going through. But if you can focus, I call it your circle of control. If you can focus on that circle of control while everybody else is focusing on the things that you can't control, you're going to find the good, and you're going to bring out maybe the best self that you can be in this moment that you can. But I'll play along in that disadvantage where everybody else is focusing on the things that they can't control. I can't go play with my team. I can't spend time with my athletes, with my coaches, with my staff. Well, what can I do? As long as I'm focused on that circle of control, I am going to control my confidence first and foremost, because I'm focused on what's in front of me. And while everybody else is focused on the things that they can't, I am going to have the advantage in this disadvantage, if that makes any sense at all.
No, it makes a lot of sense. And I didn't go boom in between, but I caught myself. I hit you with a I hit you with one of those. So that's good. And that's true. I think if you focus your energies on, like, okay, this is what I can control, right? And then the other stuff that you can't control, you don't need to spend any time worrying about that because it's out of your control.
Absolutely.
Love it. Love it. All right, Betsy, how about you?
Again, playing off of what Vera Jo just said, you talk about a circle of control. Our communication and our skills around being a better communicator is something that anybody can control. And I think that largely there's this misconception that people are either great speakers or great communicators naturally. And as someone who's worked hard to become a better communicator, I will tell you firsthand that this is a skill set that anybody can develop. It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter what role you play, what arena you find yourself in, if that's sports related or it's professional or it's family. Communication is a skill anybody can build. And spending any intentional time developing your communication skills, just like your mental skills, just like your physical skills, is going to benefit you long term. And I think when I talk about how can people improve, there's currently 31 ACT videos on YouTube. ACT stands for Active Communication Technique. All of the videos are roughly 2 minutes in length or less, and that's intentional because I want to be very clear in articulating that it doesn't take a lot of time to start to improve your communication skills. And each video is focused on some small thing that anybody can do today to start to improve the way they communicate and connect with other people. So if you're looking to improve your communication skills, I would say start with the YouTube videos. Understand that you can, at any point that you choose, become a better communicator. The goal for me overall is to be able to help people shorten the distance between intention and impact. So is what you're saying coming across and being received in the same way that you intended it to be received? Or is there a disconnect? Is there a miscommunication happening? And what steps can we take intentionally within our circle of control to shorten that distance so that our message is received exactly as intended?
You got to repeat.
I'm going to add real quick, Chip. Those videos are excellent.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tammy. Tammy, I'm going to add real quick. I got your shirt on right now.
I love it.
It's one of my favorite white tees. So there you go.
There it is. Hey, Betsy, you gotta repeat that for us. Shorten the distance between intention and
impact.
Impact.
And this is where I see miscommunication happen most often, especially in athletics, right? But it happens in relationships too. One person will say something, and how they meant for it to come across or be received is very different from how someone hears it or how someone takes it in. So where is the disconnect, and how can we intentionally use the tool of language to be able to consistently say exactly what we mean and have it mean to the other person exactly what we said?
Boom, boom club. Boom.
It's a good club. It's a great club to be in.
It's a great club to be in. Now you guys see why I asked.
There's no cover at the door either. You come on in.
Yeah, I used to play with a guy. He used to say, "Hey man, don't be standing out there looking in the window. Come on in." Come on in, man. All right. So last question here, last round. Totally grateful for you ladies for dropping those nuggets, the Boom Club gems, if you will. But I want to give each of you an opportunity to, you mentioned what you do, but I want to give you an opportunity to promote what you're doing so that, the audience can go check you out, buy your books, check out the videos, all of those things, because again, like I truly believe what you ladies are doing are, man, amazing, and is so needed in our world, and how you do it is really good stuff. So we'll do the same thing, same order. We'll go through, we'll just give you opportunity to talk about, where people can go check you out and show you some love.
My website is r2lc.com. So r2lc.com. All my books are on Amazon. This is good. I'm hoping to release by the end of the month. And I also have a Facebook group on the book launch. So it's This Is Good Book Launch. On Twitter, you can find me at TamiMatheny and R2L Coaching.
All right. Thank you, Tami.
All right. All of my stuff is on my website, all contact information. You can find all my social media handles on that as well. And that website is mentalitysolutions.com. Twitter and Instagram, you can just find me by my name, Vera Jo Bustos. And Joe is J-O. There's no E in that. Just make sure that you got to spell right to find me. And then on Facebook, you can find me at the handle Mentality Solutions. And also, I do have a book coming out soon. I am a little bit a ways away, I think maybe 2 months until it's going to come in, but it's called A Mindful Journey, an adventure of discovery and transformation. And that is talking about my experiences playing professional basketball in Greece, but from a more vulnerable and honest, sometimes brutally honest angle about overcoming overcoming self-doubt, having that resiliency, and having the confidence when everything seems to be going out of your way. And so kind of sharing even some of those confidence tips and tricks that I teach, it's kind of enveloped within the pages of the book.
Excellent book. I'm going to jump in again and do some more promotion, but she let me have an advanced reading of it. Excellent book.
Ooh, man.
And I can agree with Tami because we kind of swapped books there. So I got to get a sneak peek glimpse of This Is Good. And I got to say, it's good.
I can see Vera Jo's review on the back of Tami's book, and it just says boom, boom club. It's going to be the boom book club. Well, I'm excited to read both of your books, and I got a sneak peek at Tami's. Vera Jo, I'm very excited to read about a vulnerable journey. I think we hear a lot of, hero stories, and for me, the most interesting stories, kind of a la Brene Brown, are the ones that talk about vulnerability and the times when we did not shine or win the day. So really looking forward to that. Folks can find me at betsybutterick.com, BetsyButterick.com. You can link to my social media there, or find me on Twitter at Betsy Butterick, or on Instagram at Betsy_the coach's coach. Also hop over to YouTube. If you search my name, Betsy Butterick, you'll find those ACT videos. There's 31 of them. Take them, use them, try them. Let me know what works or what doesn't for you. Most of what I've learned about communication has been through trial and a lot of errors. So if you make a mistake, fantastic. Please let me know so I can learn from you. But Chip, thank you for having us on. This has been a treat.
Good deal. Well, again, I want to say thank you, ladies, so much for coming on. And, I just want to kind of do a review here. Tami, what you focus on grows. Vera Jo, find the advantage and the disadvantage. Betsy, shorten the distance between intention and impact. And so, just some nuggets that I took, that I wrote, that I truly love. So much heat on this session. I want to say thank you so much. And then also send you ladies, some encouragement as well, because just like I've said, a couple times already, what you do, well, how you do what you do is really good stuff. And so, hope you guys can keep it up. And if it's ever anything I can do to help or support you, just know you got me.
Boom. Thank you, Chip.
Boom. All right. Well, again, thank you. And thank you guys for checking out this episode. We'll see you next time. God bless. Go get it.